I'm here.
And we are back and ready to start the second half here at Paul H. Muse Field at Dragon Stadium. Halftime, Junction City 19, Gurdon 6. Folks, we made a few adjustments, did what we could do, got everything set, and then the rain stopped. So we're going to take it as it is right now.
About how it is, ain't it?
Yeah, both the teams getting back on the field. Actually, Junction City is back on the field, and I got off the distance. I can see Gurdon. They hadn't come on back up yet. Jacob, first half, what'd you think?
Well, when you take into consideration this weather that we're still battling right now, I think the Dragons going into the half, there's a lot of things they do need to work on their defense. First of all, that's, pat on the back to the defense. They've done an excellent job of keeping Gurdon off balance and not allowing them to get the guys, as we mentioned in the pregame, right before kickoff. They have playmakers all over the field just like Junction. The Junction defense did a good job of not letting Gurdon get the ball to their playmakers. Teams like this, they're going to get their plays. They're going to have a play. They're going to have athletes. They got athletes too. But in a situation like this, Junction's doing a great job. They've given the offense great field position, and then that's where the negative begins. The offense hasn't been able to punch it in, but yet when you do look at it, they're still up 13. And this is a whole new half to play right here. Anything can happen. I think it looks like the rain might have left us for the time being, so that'll be less of a factor. The wind's still pretty strong, so we'll see how each offense has to develop around the conditions.
And the first half, the first drive of Gurdon, they showed they were attacking pretty good. Something I wanted to mention was the Dragons, especially Coach Carpenter and his staff. You didn't see no concern, and that is like, okay, you know what you're supposed to do, because you would see Coach Smith singling and stuff, and Coach Carpenter just kind of nodding his head. Once they got through that, and then actually the second possession, Gurdon moved it a little bit. After that, the Gurdon offense started stalling. A couple big plays here there that would get a first down, but that would be it. The Dragons, on the other hand, really, can you say they had any substantial drives? Both of the scores.
I would say if you had to label one, I would say it would have to be the first one.
Right.
They did do it. They did do a pretty good job of play here, just steadily moving it down the field. But you look at the second score, I think it was a one-play drive. Dancy ran it in, and then I think the third one was compliments of great field position by their defense, and that was, I believe, the fourth time that the defense gave the Dragon offense the ball inside the 50, and they were only come away with one touchdown of those 4 series.
And the only negative would be 3 times we did punch it in when we had great field position. If you get it in at least 1 or 2 of those times, this game is a whole different perspective.
It sure is.
Junction City is leading 19-6, but this Gurdon offense, just like what you've seen in the first half, folks, just like Junction City, they can strike from anywhere on the field. And before we start the second half, real quick, I know you got a special shout out. Let me do one here to a very dear friend of mine, and a lot of people know her in town, Miss Faye Rogers. Facing surgery soon. Won't you know we love you. Big supporter of the Junction City Dragons, and big fan of Junction City athletics in general, and a very sweet lady. We hope everything goes well for you, and we're thinking about you, and just want to give you a special shout out. And your son wanted us to, if we could, to mention it. Good guy himself. I was looking along the fence to see if he's here. I don't know if he's at the chicken ranch or if he's along the fence. I can't tell. Everybody bundled up. And you had a special shout out.
In fact, I have 2. The first one, I'll go ahead and mention a shout out to DeWitt, Arkansas, duck capital of the world. Duck season opens tomorrow. Coach Stephen Jones and his wife Kelsey, they're expecting a baby here soon. Give a shout out to them. Hope everything's well. He's doing a great job of turning that DeWitt Dragon program around. He's got that bunch in the right direction, especially in a tough conference.
That's right. That is right. Okay, Junction City will receive the second half kickoff. The Dragons have back deep Jaquise Dancy. And the rest of the Dragons up near the, I would say 40, right up near midfield. Standing on about the 40-yard line, Javante Rogers, Sailor Wilson. Dragons kind of thinking they might try a little something tricky here, Jacob, to start the second half.
Gotta be, yes, you do. You gotta be prepared for anything. We can't stress it enough that the weather is definitely playing a role, especially with the offense that both teams display. You know, they like to air it out, and they like to, you know, they like to do their sprint outs and their bootlegs out of the shotgun and all that kind of stuff. So it will play a huge role here in the second half, and we'll see what they got up their sleeves. The Dragons are expecting something maybe out of the ordinary. I'm not sure if Gurdon's
now they start dropping a few back. Just now Sailor backing up a little bit, and now he stopped. Coach Carpenter sends him back up. The Dragons thinking they may try something here. All right, here we go. Second half underway. It's a cross kick. It's going to be, oh no, it is fumbled, and Gurdon has got it.
Got to fair catch it in that situation. You got to fair catch it and get under the football. Because if you do get hit, I mean, you're gonna get a flag. I mean, the fair catch is your protection.
That's right.
I understand the young man's trying to make a play right out of the half, but you know, up 13, you have the ball, have a chance to run some clock, possibly punch it in. You know, that's momentum shifted right there just on that one kick.
That's right. Austin Kilpatrick, the Gurdon quarterback. Great field position to start the second half. Ball on the Dragon 40, call it 43-yard line, 1st and 10. And you can just say that Junction City lost the possession there. Kilpatrick keeps in. He is hammered, brought down by Owens. Big play by Marquez Owens. It will be a pickup of maybe 1, brings up 2nd and 9. And in a game that is, possessions are so important, the way the teams move and all, you hate losing one like that right out of the gate.
You do. Yes, you do. And you need a big stop by your defense right here, and that's what we need.
Big play by 67. Marquez Singleton. I mean,
Owens and Singleton right there. That's a duo that doesn't get as much credit. Right there, the plug in the defensive line, doing an excellent job right here. And you know, a long third down for the Go Devils right here. That's what you need from your defense. Once again, stepping up big.
That's right. 3rd, and let's call it a long 8. Kilpatrick back. He's being chased. He's in trouble, trying to break loose. Down he goes. And putting the pressure on Josh Armstrong. Robert Armstrong finishing them off. So the Armstrong tag team on that play,
yes.
And fourth down. And Jacob, the Dragon defense coming
once again. I mean, we can't talk about this bunch enough tonight. They have stepped up. It didn't matter where the ball was on the field. They've given it back to the offense countless number of times. And the way this Dragon offense is, I got a feeling they're going to get it together here soon.
4th and 7. Of course, Gurdon will go for it, no doubt. Lipper in motion. Kilpatrick back, rushes on, dancing around looking for something, and he ain't got nothing. Down he goes. Right ball. The Junction City defense.
Yes, sir.
Out and shuts it down right off
Robert Armstrong, I don't know if you could play that any better than he did. Kirkpatrick, I don't know if you could see it on film as well, the ones of you that are watching, he just likes to sit back in the pocket, doesn't really move his feet. Armstrong dipped inside, forced him out, and then kind of just baited him, and then made a play. And then, you know, as we mentioned before in broadcast, the cavalry was there, the speed was there, and a big play right there by the Dragon defense.
Now let's see if the Dragon offense can get going. Holyfield, quick throw. Jarkel Brown can't hold on to it, incomplete. Bring up 2nd down. And one thing there, the defense took what could have been a big momentum shift. It was shifting, needless to say, and shut it down and said, okay, it's over with, now let's get it going. And that's what we need to see right here. We need to see the Dragon offense kick it in gear.
Control the football, definitely.
You're watching Junction City football on the Dragon Sports Network. Our title sponsor, El Dorado Chemical. 2nd and 10, ball on the 43 to give to Dancy. Dancy sweeps to the right, trying to get some running room. And it's not much happening there, maybe a yard, maybe 2 yards on it. It's going to bring up 3rd down. Just underway, 3rd quarter.
Number 53.
Gurdon initial recovered a fumble on the opening kickoff 2nd half, 3 and out.
Third down.
Dragons now facing
4 now.
Ball on the, let's just say the 44-yard line of Junction City. 9:40 to go, third quarter. The Dragons lead 19-6. The winner moves on. They pack the Samsonite and move on to the quarterfinals. The loser, well, it's time to start practicing hoops. 3rd and 9. Let's call it 3rd and 9, 44-yard line. Holyfield.
Keeper.
Keep it. Cuts back into the middle. He gets hit hard. It gets to midfield. It will not be a first down, but it will be a very good 7-8 yard game. Let's see what they're going to put it down at.
4th down.
It's going to be 4th, and let's call it about 3. 4th and 3, ball setting right at midfield, right on the edge of midfield. The Dragons will get rid of it.
It's going to be tough right here for Brown. He's having to kick into the wind. Last time he did kick into the wind. He was able to pin it, and that's the kind of punch you need, one that's going to roll. Doesn't get much of a roll. But at least about the 25, at least enough to flip the field.
Let's see what we got. This could be interesting.
Illegal procedure against the Dragons.
It's gonna be a false start.
And we'll do it all over. So bring everybody back, and Gurdon will get a chance to return here. 8:40 to go. 8:41 to go, third quarter. Junction City after the punt. Procedure penalty backs them up. And let's see what we got here. Dragons now start shifting some people around there. Snap, good snap. Puts his foot into it, drives it good. And it's going to take a very good bounce for Junction City. This actually helps the Dragons out here. So they had to kick it over. They did, and they're going to gain 6 yards out of it and put it back at the 19-yard line.
Yes, the penalty actually helps the Dragons. Gives them about 8 more yards to work with right there.
21-yard line, first down.
They're going to put the ball on the 21-yard line, Jacob. And what do you think, Junction City defense? Let's see what they can do again, what they did that last possession.
No doubt they've been called upon several times tonight to come out and make a big play, and they've so far they've done that. And you need one right here to go ahead and kind of stifle this momentum that Gurdon has here in the second half.
That's right. Here's a give. Oh, he breaks some tackles. Some hard running by number 4 for Gurdon.
Dwayne Marlowe.
Yes, and that's the first.
I think that's the first time we've called his name tonight. He's, I believe, looking at the scouting report, he's one of the fastest guys for this Go Devil offense.
So a little change here. The Go Devils shifting the personnel around.
Fresh legs.
Getting Marlowe in the game, and he showed some speed. They're picking up about 13 on that one. So 1st and 10, they're going to give it to him again. He's trying to sweep it to the outside. He will not. Hey, he cuts back down. He goes.
Oh, big hit.
Hit hard. And guess who? Number 4, Josh Armstrong welcomes Mr. Marlowe to Dragon Stadium. And when he welcomed, he also reminded him, I own this house. That was a lick.
Once again, we've mentioned tonight how it's hard to get their footing, but the Dragon defense doing a great job of flying to the football, making plays, being there in numbers, and not just having one guy try to bring a guy down.
Right. All right. It's going to be 2nd down and 11. A gain of about 3, maybe 4 from Marlowe there. Armstrong again on the tackle. Josh Armstrong on the tackle.
Josh Armstrong on the tackle.
So it brings up 3rd, and let's call it about 7 for the Go Devils. 7 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Junction City 19, Gurdon 6. The Go Devils trying to get a little something going. The Dragons wanting to shut it down and get that ball back. 3rd down, here we go. Kilpatrick's gonna keep. He is hit. He will not have the 1st down. Let's see what Gurdon does here. They have not hesitated, Jacob, earlier to roll the dice and try something.
Especially right here, closer to midfield. I
mean, what would you do here?
think in this situation. Oh, this is almost one of this is hard. This is a tough situation right here. I think they're going to go ahead and punt it though.
They're going to get. I believe they're going to get rid of it. It's fourth, and we're going to call it a short 3. 6:15 to go, third quarter. It's still early second half.
You still got to depend on your defense. You still got to rely on them to get you the ball back, and hope the offense can follow suit.
Right. Brown back. There's the punt. Brown, hopefully he'll get a chance to return it, and he does. Here we go. Let's see what he can do. Nothing much happening. Gurdon covered it. It was a very good job of coverage by the Go Devils.
Yes, very good job of the Go Devil punt team, and a good job by Brown, because if he doesn't field that ball could possibly roll another, especially with the way the wind's blowing in that direction, push it down a little bit. So go ahead and field it. Don't get too fancy with it. Kind of fall down and let them tackle. You can go ahead and let your offense set up shop right here.
And it's going to put it at 24-yard line. If he doesn't field it the way it was going, you might have seen it go another 8-9 yards and bag them inside the 20. So the Dragons will start at their own 24-yard line. 5:55. We done burned 6 minutes out of this third quarter. Let's see if Junction City can get something going. Holyfield. He's got Dancy beside him. Bell in motion, sets up. Here's a give to Dancy. Dancy gets hit as he gets right up to the line of scrimmage. He'll get past the 25. He'll get to about the 26-yard line. And we're going to need to see this Dragon offense, Jacob, get something going here. If not score, at least burn some time off that clock.
And it's going to start with the offensive line. You're going to need them to control the tempo, control the pace. They're going to have to win the battle up here in the trenches.
That's right. 2nd and 9 for Junction City. Holyfield gets the snap, gives to Dancy. Dancy does what a stutter said, there's nowhere to go. The Go Devils are hitting that line of scrimmage and they're winning the battle.
You have to think they're keying on 3 right here. They see him in the backfield. The Dragons, I think their last 2 or 3 pass opportunities. Receivers, hands are slick. Balls hitting the ground 3 or 4 yards before it gets to the intended target. So, right now, until the Dragons can show that they can do something else, either through the air or a different style of run, and to spread them out and try to, a keeper with Holyfield or something like that, you have to think that they're keying on Dancy.
Right, and this is where we haven't seen the Dragons really try to pass too much. This would be a perfect opportunity for what's that guy's name, number 10?
Yeah, yes, possession receiver. There he is.
Side of the field on 3rd and 11. Holyfield. Keeper cuts back, slips, falls. 4th down.
They'll bring up 4th down.
And with 4:20 to go, third quarter, Junction City will have to give it up.
Not sure he'd have had much running room had he not slipped. Had a trips bunch formation to the far side of the field, and I don't really think it fooled the Go Devils that much. I don't think he would have had much running room had he not lost his footing.
That's right. There's not much there to work with. 4th down. The snap a little high, but Brown's got it, puts his foot into it. Good punt considering the conditions. Goes out of bounds at about the 46-yard line of Junction City. And the Dragon defense, once again, is going to be called upon to be solid as a rock. Gurdon will go to work at the 46 with 3:50 to go, third quarter. Junction City leads 19-6. But the thing you got to think about, and the last 4 or 5 games of the season didn't really have to worry about it. Junction City faced an opponent that was not really quick striking. The Go Devils is almost like looking in the mirror. They can move the ball and they can strike fast. Kilpatrick gets the snap straight ahead, nowhere to go. Number 70 for Junction City back there immediately, causing problems. And that is Corey Kemp making the play. And I apologize, folks, for technical difficulty we have. I think our equipment.
I think the rain's kind of got to some of the.
Messed with it. All right, that is going to be number 3, Harwell on the carry, nowhere to go. The Dragon defensive line getting in there and doing their job. Michael Smith in there on the tackle.
Matthew Freeman also in there from his linebacker position.
So it brings up 3rd and 10, 3 minutes to go, third quarter. Junction City's defense trying to once again rise up and shut down Gurdon, who started out again with great field position. They did it on the opening possession of the second half when the Dragons fumbled the kickoff. Gurdon with great field position. Dragons forced a 3 and out. They're trying to do it again here on 3rd and 10. 2:40 to go, third quarter. Kilpatrick snap back. Look, he's wanting to go deep. He's got a man, but he overthrows him. 4th down. Woo. He had number 25, Jacob.
He sure did. He got behind coverage right there. And number 70, Corey Kemp, the sophomore defensive lineman, put an absolute shot on Kirkpatrick. I know he will feel that one in the morning, and that's what you got to keep doing. You got to keep hitting him in the mouth. You know, figuratively speaking, got to keep you know, bringing that pad. And once again, I mean, we can't say it enough, the Dragon defense.
That's right.
Giving that opportunity, giving that offense another opportunity.
Qualls was the guy that was breaking open for the go down. High snap, punt. Lewis gets it, puts his foot into it, drives it good. Oh man, a very good punt. Go out of bounds at about the 6. And you're right, you're talking about the hit in the first half. You talk about a couple of licks there that you said by the second half, that's when you really start feeling it. And the Dragons have been coming with it. And
definitely will, especially with this cold weather. It's all factoring in right now. It's all factoring in.
You're hoping in conditioning and the fact that Junction City loves nothing more than a good hard-hitting affair starts to pay off here. But right now, a critical possession for the Dragons. 2:30 to go, third quarter. Junction City leads 19-6. Both the teams, of course, have all their timeouts left, but the Dragons are starting from their own 6, and they need to move the ball. They need to move it here. Here's a give to Dancy. He goes up the middle.
Lost the football.
The ball comes out. Oh, my. Who got it?
It's going to be Dragon football.
Oh, man.
Not real sure what happened there. I don't really think that's on Dancy. Just one of them plays where, you know, the way he got tangled up, you really couldn't do nothing about it. I think probably a helmet was on the football.
If there's one good thing about it, it picked up 4 yards. The football did. So, 2nd and 6. Dragons in the eye. Armstrong fullback. The give again to Dancy. Dancy cuts off tackle. Dancy got the running room. And Dancy is up to about the 20. And that will be a first down for the Dragons.
And we talk about that Dragon defense bringing the pad and you know that hard hitting. This Gurdon defense is not scared to put their head in there either. We've seen Dancy take several shots where he's kind of flipped up over his side and almost landed on what looked like his head, maybe his shoulder. So they're definitely bringing the pad as well.
Both these teams do not
hard hitting affair on both sides.
So 1st and 10, balls on the Dragon 20. Brown split to the Dragon side of the field. To give again to Dancy. He will pick up about 3 or 4 there as the clock approaches the minute 30 mark of the third quarter. Junction City holding on to a 19-6 lead. Got the ball and moving it a little bit here, burning some clock. You get us out of this third quarter and get to the fourth quarter. Some of the sponsors of the Dragon Sports Network: Junction City Pharmacy, Junction City Florists, McDonald's Grocery, STI Sims, Accident and Injury Center of South Arkansas, and of course Napa, Hog Wild Pest Control, and I'm trying to
Legacy Neurosurgery.
Hold on just a second. Go ahead and take over there, Jay.
And First Financial Bank, proud supporter of the Junction City football broadcast. There's 7 convenient Union County locations. Their friendly professional staff would love to visit with you and answer your questions. You can locate them on the web at ffb1.com to learn more. Come in and see them today, because tomorrow you'll be glad you did.
And I would like to also remind folks, the Arkansas Activity Association sanctions this event. The schools participating in this football playoff game are members of the Arkansas Activity Association as authorized by their school board. The administrators of these schools have helped write the rules and regulations that govern participation of students in competitive activities for the schools that are members of the AAA. And I will finish that right after this play. 1:13 to go. The Dragons face a 2nd and 6.
Second down.
Bell in motion. Brown shifts into the inside to give to Dancy. Dancy trying to get outside, makes the cut, drives, goes down to about the 25-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd down. The Arkansas Activity Association, which is sponsoring this football playoff game, is a voluntary non-profit educational association of some 500 junior and senior public and private high schools of Arkansas. The regulations which guide these groups are adopted by the schools themselves and determine the type of program they believe to be most desirable for high school youth. 3rd down. Quick toss to Brown. Brown cuts back into the middle. There's nothing happening this 4th down, and we're near the end of this announcement. The Arkansas Activity Association is one of 50 state organizations that belong to the National Federation of State High School Associations. This association formulates policies, game rules, and standards for inter-school competition. The schools of Arkansas have adopted these rules on eligibility, which corresponds to those recommended by the National Federation. And that is the Arkansas Activity Association. It is 4th down. The Dragons will have to punt it. 2 seconds. One, it was the end of the quarter.
And that's the end of the 3rd quarter.
And it flew by.
Yes, it did.
When I looked up, 1:13 left. Apparently, after running one play, they took the time spotting the ball. But nonetheless, that's good because now we go to the 4th quarter. Our score, Junction City 19, Gurdon 6. What's the Dragons got to do to hold on and take this thing, Jake?
Well, right now, it starts with this very next play that'll happen. Is a punt. You need to get a good punt off, good position. You actually get the punt with the win this time, so a good roll, good coverage, good roll. Try to limit the return if necessary, and then, we sound like a broken record, folks, but you call it on your defense again. The offense will sell the tickets. Defense will win you the games and the championships. I think anybody would agree with that. And right now, for the Dragons to see next week and to play next week, they're going to need their defense in a big way right now.
And just a quick reminder, this broadcast is exclusive property of the Dragon Sports Network. Express written approval of the Dragon Sports Network or the Junction City School District is required for the rebroadcast of any or all parts of this program. We are ready to start the 4th quarter here at Paul H. News Field at Dragon Stadium. Junction City faces a 4th and 5 from their own 25, and we had some folks jump offside. No flag. There's the punt. High punt. The ball's going to bounce. Number 3 Lever out like he wanted to do something with it and didn't, and it's going to go dead at the 37-yard line. And
that's a good punt right there.
Too happy he walked away from it.
Yeah, it should have. I think there should have been a offsides penalty right there. The Dragons did get one. I believe it was a punt earlier for the Go Devils. The Dragons did get on a 4th down 1. They got a cadence call, and it cost the Dragons a chance to get the ball back.
And the wind is blowing in here in sheets now, folks. As Gurdon starts from the 36-yard line, 11:48 left in the game. Kilpatrick waiting on the snap. Still waiting on it. I'm not sure what he's looking for. There's 1 second. That time ran out, but now he finally, I don't know what he was doing. I'm not sure. He took the snap, falls down. There was 1 second on the clock before he took the snap. Actually looked like he hit 0. Should have been another penalty.
And Corey Kemp, Marquez Singleton, along with Bell, Jamario Bell, in the backfield for the Dragons.
Yeah, and it brings up, it was a loss of 3, brings up a 2nd and 13. Again, Gurdon, they were earlier hurriedly snapping the ball. Now they get a snap here. Arvin Armstrong charging in hard. Kilpatrick's going to run with it, got some running room, and he's going to get a 1st down and get knocked out of bounds at a battle around the 48 of Junction City.
And that's one thing we have. That's one thing we haven't seen tonight, is the ability of Gurdon, to get out in space and to have the big games. We haven't seen too many of them tonight. The Dragon defense has done a good job of containing him. But right there, you see that he dropped back, and then he made two linebackers miss, and he was able to get the 1st down and a lot more.
And Robert Armstrong was charging in there hard.
Yes, he was.
If he made the move he had, he would have been brought down. But a big play for the Go Devils. They're now in Dragon territory. It's a keeper again, and it's going to be a pickup of about 6 or 7 more yards, we have a flag down on the play.
Flag on the play.
And let's see what this is. 10:44 left in the ball game. Junction City leading 19-6. The officials talk it over. And let's see what we got here.
Face mask against the
grass.
Oh.
And that's going to hurt. Out. Face mask call. A first down for the Go Devils. And as we mentioned earlier, Jacob, this game by no means is over with. The Dragons do
By
not
no
have
means.
wrapped up.
As we were saying in the pregame, both of these bunches, both of these teams, you know, with identical offenses, you know, similar aggressive, hard-hitting defenses. I mean, you know, each side can bust a big play at any moment. So yes, this was far from over. And with this penalty, it puts the Go Devils in a great striking distance.
And it does, and with, like you said, with the weapons they got, it don't take long. Here's a give to Leaper. Leaper hits the middle. He's going to be brought down by Owens. I couldn't tell who else got in there, but Owens definitely hitting him. Let's see, Freeman also in on the tackle. And that will bring up a second and about, let's call it 7 or 8. 10:19 left in the game. Want to see that clock run. Gurdon at the Dragons' 28-yard line. Go Devils trying to get a score here and cut it to a 1-touchdown possession. Kilpatrick under center, takes a snap, pitches to Leaper. Leaper switches to his right, got some running room, gets the stick knocked out under him at about the 25, 24-yard line. Bring up a third down in a, let's see what they mark it. It should be a short situation.
It should be. In the Gurdon offense is actually, you know, they're waiting on the official to spot the football. That's how fast this offense goes, ladies and gentlemen. That's, like I said, within 15 seconds of the play clock, you know, they're down, set, ready to run the play. So, very, very key that the Dragons get lined up correctly defensively.
Okay, it's going to be third. He did step out of, or got knocked out of bounds a little further back than I thought. So it is going to be 3rd and 6. Kilpatrick in the gun, gives to, I believe that is going to be
Tackle by Josh Armstrong.
That's Leopard there on the carry, I believe. I couldn't tell for sure. He is going to come up short.
Blake McCullough.
And it is going to be 4th, and let's call it about 4.
You want me to go play by play since you're muffled? Kirkpatrick in the gun. Leper set to his right side. Just under 8:45 to go here in the 4th and final quarter of action. Second round of the 2A state playoffs. High snap, drops back to pass. He's pressured, and he will fall down. Tries to run out of the pocket, and that's Taylor Mason, Josh Armstrong on the tackle for a loss. And the Dragons will take over. Another huge stop by the Junction City defense.
And see if you can hear me okay now. Can you hear me okay? All right.
A little bit, yeah, for the most part.
Rain coming down in sheets as the Dragons defense makes another big stop. Junction City will take over. Let's say it's about the 30-yard line. Let's say because the yard markers. The paint's starting.
Yeah, about 8.5 minutes left.
8:36 to be exact to go in the game. Junction City leading 19-6. From the 30, 1st and 10. To give to Dancy nowhere to go.
Armstrong's got the record.
We're going to bring up no gain on the play. 2nd and 10. Second, let's make it 2nd and 12. They're going to mark a 2-yard loss. 8:17 to go, and right now Junction City in the best position with the weather like it is. I know, folks, y'all can see the rain just steadily coming in. If they can hold on to the ball and just pick up some yards, they're going to be in great shape.
They sure will.
7 seconds on the play clock as Junction City comes to the line. Holyfield takes the snap, fakes a handoff, throws it.
Oh,
it's going to be dropped.
Incomplete. Oh, man.
Oh, my. That could have been very costly there.
Jackson Kirkpatrick.
It will be incomplete, almost intercepted. Brings up 3rd and 12, 7:54 to go in the game. And I believe he was trying to get to Bell.
It was a little hot route right there. They had a trips bunch formation to the short side of the field. Bell just ran straight down the seam of the field, and you know, he seen where he was throwing. I seen where he was throwing, and of course that linebacker did too. And Dragons dodged a huge bullet right there.
So 3rd and 12, Junction City really.
Oh man!
Ball snap bad.
Fall on it.
And it's going to fall on it. Let's see who's got it. Ball is still
maybe.
Gurdon says they got it. Waiting on the official.
I think that's Go Devil football.
There's still a pile down there.
Fourth down. Clock will run.
The clock will continue to run. The Dragons hold on to the ball. And right now, you just want a good punt.
Yes, you do. And it goes back to the elements. I'm able to look into the screen right now as Derek's, bless his heart, as his hand's shaking. I mean, it is coming down in sheets right now, ladies and gentlemen. It's just a bone-chilling cold, and you have to think that it's just hard to grip that football. And I mean, that's how it is. It's just rough. And right now, we need a good snap and a good punt right here to at least try to flip the field.
That's right. The snap is low. He gets it away, almost blocked. Not a beautiful punt, but it's
a situation like that, he got it off. I mean, even at the collegiate level, they tell us when you're backed up in a situation like that, it just get the snap and get it off. You know, if it goes 35 yards, it goes 35 yards. That's a 35 yards they have to earn. It's not one they'll get by blocking one in the end zone for a touchdown or even a safety.
And he's going to put the ball at about the 40-yard line. And coach, defensive coordinator Brad Smith is telling that defense, stop them again. So the Dragon defense, once again being called upon to keep the Go Devils out of the end zone. Gurdon's going to start with great field position, and this is a critical series here. Ball is going to be on the 40-yard line of Junction City. 7:10 left in the game. Dragons lead 19-6. 1st and 10. Kilpatrick looking over the defense. Got to keep it. Goes up the middle. Got to gain. Josh Armstrong grabbing hold of him and
holding on, and that's what you got to do. So far, Gurdon has yet to show, you know, any type of offense that's just, you know, I guess too much for the Dragons. Just basic run plays, basic keeps, and with, you know, in the way that's gone so far, I expect him to keep doing that.
Well, to quote the old Texas coach Darryl Rowe, we're going to dance with who brung us, and that's what Gurdon's trying to do. And Kilpatrick again starts up the middle, slips and falls. And while I got a chance, let me mention this. Number 4, Josh Armstrong, is now the school's single-season leader. Holds the record now for tackles. And he has, at the moment, I believe they said 146. So he is the leader. Congratulations, Josh Armstrong. Hopefully he's going to add to that.
Yes.
About 3 more games.
And he needs a couple more right here on this drive.
Yes, he needs a couple more right here. 3rd and 4, 6 minutes to go in the game. Kilpatrick's going to keep it again. He is very near the 1st down. Don't know if he's got it. Let's see where they mark it at. Ball sitting on about the 30, and I believe yes, that's the 1st down for the Go Devils.
Bell and Armstrong and Armstrong on the stop. It will be good enough for a 1st down, but you know the clock's still moving. It is a two-position ball game.
And the Dragons, what you want to do not give up anything. Cheap.
Don't give up anything cheap. Don't give them anything from all sides. You know, got to listen to the cadence, watch that football.
Kilpatrick takes a snap, gives to Lever. Lever trying to get outside, and the Dragons bring them down. A great defensive play by Junction City. Mario
Bell doing a great job of containing that edge, and then fighting off his block. It might have been held there a little bit, fighting off his block to make the tackle. And then you see Keandre Evans from his safety position flying up the field, making another play.
And let's see what. Look like they're fixing to throw another one. Now they stop. There is a flag down. Let's see what the call's going to be. Face mask, and they're calling it on Junction City. Again, it was, yes. So
you're gonna have to talk. That mic shot.
So the 15-yard face mask We'll keep the Gurdon drive alive. It'll be 1st and 10. Ball inside the 20. I think it's going to sit around the 16-yard line. Under 5:45 to go here in the 4th quarter. 19-6 Dragons lead. Looking for another big stop right here. There's a snap. Going to be a keeper from Kirkpatrick, and Taylor Mason will ball him up as soon as he hits the line of scrimmage. I think it'll be a small gain, about 1 yard. Under 5.5 minutes to go. Go Devils making some changes and bringing in some subs into the offense. Kirkpatrick under center. Takes the snap. It's going to be a pitch short side of the field. And bottled up just about a host of Dragons on that play. And Jamario Bell on the tackle. Big stop right there. So it's going to be a critical 3rd and 9 for the Go Devils. Ball sits on the 15-yard line, under 4 minutes and 45 seconds to go here in Junction City. A 19-6 lead for the Dragons. Gurdon making some substitutions on the offensive side of the ball. Have been quick all night. 3rd and 9, I formation. Takes the snap. It's going to be a rollout to the left side. He's going to keep it, and he will. I believe he did get the first down. He did stay in bounds though, so the clock will continue to run. They will as soon as the change are set. So it will be, I believe, a 1st and goal. 1st and goal for the Go Devils. A simple bootleg out of the I formation, and Kirkpatrick just cut it back the other way and was able to pick up the first down. Wishbone formation keeper, and Taylor Mason once again finding himself in the backfield, making a huge play, and that'll push the clock under 4 minutes. Go Devils with a little urgency, still down 2 possessions, need to punch this one in right here. Same play, keeps it, and we'll be down. I believe he'll get to about the 3-yard line. So, and Gurdon does have all 3 of their timeouts left. So if they can score here, expect an onside kick. Kind of a broken wishbone formation. Handoff, and he did not get it. He will be stuffed on 3rd. He will be stuffed on 3rd and goal. And it will bring up a 4th and goal. This very well could be the ball game right here, ladies and gentlemen. Go Devils will use their first time out of the second half. They do have 2 remaining. 3:07 to go here in the 4th quarter. It's 19-6 Junction City on top of the 3rd-ranked Go Devils. It's been an exciting game so far, back and forth. The weather's played a huge role. We've seen special teams involved early with a couple of missed extra points, and then each punt team has played a big role in pinning each offense, down inside the 10-15 yard line. And my partner in crime is due to the weather, like we said, ladies and gentlemen, it's coming down in sheets at times. It's still coming down pretty steadily as we speak. Has lost his mic, so you'll be riding with me for the duration of this contest. And the Dragon defense trotting back out onto the field. So a 4th and goal situation for the Go Devils. 3:07 to go here in the 4th quarter. It's 19-6. Junction City on top. Huge play right here for the Dragon defense. They need one more big stand. I formation for the Go Devils. Kirkpatrick under center. Takes the snap. He's going to fake the handoff. He's going to keep it himself. There's the pitch, and he didn't get in. He did not get in. He will be stopped at the 2-yard line. And as we've been saying all night, the biggest stop of the game for the Dragon defense comes at the biggest time of the game. And it'll be Junction City football, 1st and 10. And they will have it on the 4-yard line, heading toward the south end zone. 3 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. Oh, excuse me. The ball is on the 1-yard line, so the Dragons still need to be careful here. Need to get the ball. Still need to move the ball and get it out of the end zone. A cold, wet night here in Junction City. 19-6. The Dragons over the Gold Devils after a huge stop on 4th and goal. Wishbone formation. Holyfield under center. Going to hand off is going to go to. That is going to go to number 7, Keandre Evans, and Evans gets about 4 yards. It'll make it about a 2nd and 6. Ball on about the 5-yard line, and we're seeing a bunch of hands on the hips on the defensive side of the football for the Go Devils. I think the hard-hitting mentality of the Dragons and the well-conditioned Junction City Dragons is catching up with them. Wishbone formation. Handoff goes to Dancy. Oh, just missed breaking that one. But once again, Junction City controlling the game, running that clock. Gurdon having to save their timeouts for the opportune moment, which is run the clock down below 2:05. Critical 3rd down here for the Dragons. Be 3rd and 6. Ball will be spotted at the 7-yard line. Heading north to south on your screen. If the Go Devils can get a stop right here, expect a quick timeout to force the Dragons to punt the ball back to them. Wishbone formation. Handoff goes to Dancy. Excuse me, I believe that was Evans on the tackle, and it will be a 1st down. Broke 2 tackles early in that carry, and I think that might just about do it for the Go Devils with 1.5 minutes to go. The Dragons up 19-6. Big 3rd down conversion there for the Dragons. We've seen the offense and defense come up huge here in the last 3 minutes of the ball game. Clock ticking under 1:20. New set of downs, 1st and 10. Ball sits on the Dragon 15-yard line, 19-6. Couple of plays, and we'll be playing next week. And he's still up. And he's at the 40, the 30, and that'll cushion the lead right there. Under 1 minute to play. Keandre Evans, 85 yards and a cloud of dust, ladies and gentlemen. I thought he was bottled up. I was ready to say 2nd down's coming, and just before I knew it, Evans is down the field, 85 yards, and it's 25-6, and that will be the fork. And the Dragons will advance to the quarterfinals. 52 seconds left here with the pending extra point. It is 25-6. The Junction City Dragons, after an 85-yard run from Keandre Evans, bottled up, kept his feet moving, and sprinted the rest of the way for the score.
Brown was up there for Floyd William Smith to hold.
So some Dragon fans making their way to the exits early, going to get rested up and dried up for next week's game. And the extra point is blocked. Once again, the weather a huge factor. But nonetheless, the Dragons with a 25-6 lead over a tough Gurdon Go Devil squad. So the Dragons will move on to the 3rd round of the Class 2A state playoffs. I'm not sure who they will play. It is yet to be determined. We'll pass on a score. At halftime, it was Strong 14, Dirks 0. Now, it is noted to mention Strong being the 4th seed from the 8-2A conference, and Dirks being the conference winner of the 7-2A, which is the conference that Gurdon is also representing as the 2 seed. (25-6) is the score. Dragons set to kick it off. Brown tees it up. It'll be another corner kick. And no fair catch signal. That'll be Lepper. And he runs into his own guy, but a big hit. That's number 20. Sam Williams, the senior, with a big hit on the kickoff. And Gurdon will take over a 1st and 10. Ball on the 35-yard line, 46 seconds to play, and it's all but over with for the Go Devils, down 19 here in the late in the 4th quarter. And the Dragons will take a timeout. We talked earlier in the game about how the Dragon offense was unable to take advantage of opportunities that was given to them by the defense, and as we mentioned just a while ago with the huge stop on 4th and goal, I mean, you can't ask any more out of your defense than what they've given tonight. They've, with the excellent field position that the Dragon offense has given Gurdon at times, with the inability to be able to move the football, which everybody understands that has a lot to do with the weather and the wind and how wet the balls are, and you can't get a really good grip. But that's definitely a highlight going into next week. And another update: Strong 27, Dirks 8. I will mention Strong, the 4th seed from the 8-2A, Dirks the conference winner of the 7-2A.
1 and 2 in the West.
And the 1 and 2 in the West, at least the 2 for sure, is about to be gone with 46 seconds left. And Kirkpatrick takes the snap, and he will scramble. And he's getting a pretty big gain right here down the sidelines, and he'll be tackled out of bounds at about the Dragon 40-yard line. And there is a Go Devil player down on the field. "35 seconds to go here in the contest." Fans starting to clear out, get to their vehicles, and get warmed up. Get the old feeling back in the hands and the extremities. It will be a 1st and 10 for the Go Devils when we do resume play. And that's number 59 for the Go Devils, DeAndre McCoy, the junior defensive lineman, shaking up on the play. So 35 seconds to go here in this 2nd round matchup between number 1 and number 3. It has definitely been an exciting one, a cold one, and a wet one at Paul H. Muse Field. 1st and 10 for the Go Devils, ball on the 30-yard line. Empty backfield, Kirkpatrick takes the snap, is going to fire it down the field. Overthrows, there is a flag. That'll move the clock to 30 seconds remaining. And we're waiting to see what the call is. I believe it is going to be I'm not sure the call. I believe it was illegal formation. I believe they had an illegal receiver downfield. They had a bunch formation at the far side of the field. I believe that was what spurred the penalty. It's going to be shotgun set, Lepper set to the right of Kirkpatrick. 30 seconds left, 2nd and 10, ball on the 35. Takes the snap, drops back in the pocket, pressured, and completes it over the middle. And he will be brought down inbounds. That's Keandre Evans. And the clock was going to continue to run. Gurdon with a late timeout, so 15 seconds left. It is 25-6. Dragons over the Go Devils. I'm not real sure what that one's about. Down 19, but nonetheless want to keep the fight. I'll take it. I'll take it. No post. I'll take it. Definitely hoping for better weather next week. We're up here in the I guess what you call a jig lift, scissor lift, and it is we've unhooked it. There will be no post-game show due to the weather, and it's kind of swaying back and forth on us here. So 2nd and 10, ball in the 35. Kirkpatrick in the shotgun. Lepper set to his right. Trips at the far side of the field. Single receiver to the bottom. Takes the snap, drops back, he's pressured, and that will be Sam Williams with the sack.
Sam Williams on the tackle.
And that will be it, ladies and gentlemen. And the Junction City Dragons victorious in round 2, their first playoff game of 2013 in a hard-fought contest. The Dragons take it 25-6. Ladies and gentlemen, the Dragons will play host to Hector next Friday night here in Junction City, Paul H. Muse Field. Kickoff is scheduled for 7 o'clock. We thank you for joining us tonight. Have a great and wonderful evening. We will see you next week.